Have you ever felt that no matter how much you try to save, invest, or earn more money, something always seems to hold you back? Like there was an invisible barrier between you and financial freedom. If this has ever happened to you, know that it's not a lack of effort or luck. The problem is in your mindset. Today, you are going to discover how to reprogram your mind to build wealth intelligently by eliminating the beliefs that are holding you back from financial growth. And the best part, at the end of the video, I'll show you a practical method that wealthy people use to transform their relationship with money. So, if you truly want to take a decisive step toward your financial freedom, stay with me until the end. Many people spend their entire lives struggling to earn more money, but never manage to move forward. The reason? They've been programmed since childhood to believe that money is hard to earn, that wealth isn't for everyone, or that wanting to have a lot of money is wrong. These limiting beliefs become deeply rooted in the subconscious and influence our financial decisions every day without us even realizing it. Think for a moment. As a child, what did you hear about money? Maybe something like money doesn't bring happiness. Those who have a lot of money must have done something wrong to get it, or even poor, but honest. The thing is, if your brain believes that money is something bad or difficult to obtain, it will sabotage your chances of becoming wealthy. This happens to more people than you might think. But the good news is that anyone can change this mindset and start building wealth intelligently. Now, let's talk about what's really stopping you from getting rich. Many people believe the problem is a low salary or lack of opportunities. But the truth is that the wrong mindset is the biggest obstacle. There are three major mental blocks that keep people stuck in scarcity. The first is the fear of losing money. Many people are so afraid of making mistakes that they prefer to do nothing, avoiding investing, starting a business, or seeking new opportunities. The second block is a lack of knowledge. When we don't understand how money works, we end up spending everything we earn without thinking about the future. And the third block is the belief that wealth is something unattainable, that it's only available to lucky or privileged people. These three barriers create a cycle of poverty where the person works hard, earns money, spends it all, and ends up back at zero. Así, ano, hace. Repeat. The question you need to ask yourself now is, are you feeding your mind with thoughts of scarcity or abundance? The main difference between the rich and the poor is not the money they have, but the way they think about it. Rich people see money as a tool, not a problem. They know that the most important thing is not just earning money, but multiplying it. While many work for money, the wealthy make money work for them. Another key point is that rich people surround themselves with others who talk about growth, investments, and opportunities, while most people spend their lives surrounded by complaints and worries about bills. Now, stop and think. What have you been consuming lately? Are you learning about finances and personal development? Or are you just repeating what you've always heard? The environment around you directly influences your financial mindset. And if you want to change your reality, you need to start thinking like the wealthy. Now that you understand the blocks and how wealthy people think differently, let's go through the step-by-step process to reprogram your mind for wealth. First, identify your limiting beliefs about money. Take a piece of paper and write down all the negative phrases you've ever heard or repeated in your life about money. Then, replace those negative thoughts with empowering beliefs. For example, instead of thinking money is hard to earn, reinforce the idea that money is a tool that I can learn to use. This shift in thinking may seem small, but it makes all the difference in the long run. And third, turn thought into action. Rich people think differently because they act differently. So, set a small financial step you can take today. It could be creating an emergency fund, starting to study investments, or even reviewing your expenses. The most important thing is to break free from inertia and start taking action. To make this transformation even more powerful, I want you to do an exercise with me now. Close your eyes for a few seconds and imagine your ideal financial life. See yourself living with freedom, not worrying about bills, and being able to invest in what truly matters to you. Now, ask yourself, what does this version of me do differently? How does this person act with money? What do they believe about wealth? Now that you have this image clear in your mind, here's a challenge. For the next 7 days, avoid any negative thoughts about money. Whenever you notice a limiting thought, replace it with a positive affirmation. Say to yourself, I am responsible for my financial freedom. If you do this every day, your brain will begin to reprogram itself naturally. Now, let's recap everything we've discussed here. First, we discovered that our limiting beliefs about money directly influence our financial habits. Then, we understood that the mindset of the wealthy is completely different from the mindset of most people. Next, we went through the step-by-step process to change the way we think and act in relation to money. And finally, you received a practical exercise to reinforce this new "Now I want to know." What belief about money do you want to eliminate from your life? Leave it in the comments because I read all the messages. And if you want to learn more strategies to get rich intelligently, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell, because I'll be bringing more content to help you achieve your financial freedom. See you in the next video.